Okay, yeah, so we're back, and in case you haven't seen my other video, this series is about NBA legends you have forgotten. And yeah, you have. Now, if you aren't a casual, you'll almost certainly recognize these players, but I still want to shed some light on some underappreciated NBA greats. So, today's legend is the man, the myth, the Admiral. He's a 10-time All-Star, a 2-time champion, a Finals MVP, a 2-time Hall of Famer. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, because he was just that good. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. This is usually the part of the video where you're supposed to guess, but I mean, come on, man. You really don't know? I guess that's just what I'm here for. David Robinson. Yeah, I know. Shocker. David was born in Key West, but his family moved around a lot since his father was in the Navy. Throughout childhood, David was extraordinarily athletic and excelled at many sports that weren't basketball. Shockingly, David Robinson wasn't very good at basketball when he was growing up. He gave it a shot though in middle school when he was 5'9". By his senior year, Robinson was 6'6", weighed 175 pounds, and had never played a single game of organized basketball. Despite this, his high school coach let him join the team. He managed to earn all district honors, but generated almost no attention from colleges. Thanks to his academic success, he was able to follow in his father's footsteps by attending the United States Naval Academy. He would quickly become the greatest basketball player ever to attend the U.S. Naval Academy. He was so impressive, in fact, he registered for the draft knowing he would have to serve 2 more years, and got picked first overall by the Spurs. The Spurs continued to suck while he was gone, even having the worst record in the league just before he got there. But I guess that's just what happens when you use the first overall pick to draft someone who would be in the Navy for the next 2 years. While the Spurs were busy sucking, Robinson was fairly successful in the Navy. Interestingly, he was never actually an admiral. Instead, he finished off his Navy career as a lieutenant. When David finally did play for the Spurs, he was expected to make a huge impact, and he didn't disappoint either. He helped the team achieve the most dramatic turnaround in league history at the time, going from the worst record in franchise history to one of the best in the league. Robinson was Rookie of the Year to absolutely no one's surprise. He averaged an incredible 24 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Over the next few years, he averaged 25, 12, and 2 steals and 4.5 blocks, but never led his team past the second round. With his first bundle of years in the NBA, Robinson racked up nearly every accolade there was. An MVP award, top 50 players of all time recognition, endless all-star appearances, 2 Olympic gold medals. Yet the championship still eluded him. In the 1997 season, his hopes of winning a title seemed to be crushed. He had broken his foot and would be sidelined for the rest of the season. David Robinson is without a doubt one of the most underappreciated players in league history and deserves all the recognition I can give him, yet he wasn't so much underappreciated as he was overshadowed.
With the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Tim Duncan from Wake Forest University.
Thanks to maybe the ugliest stroke of luck of all time, the Spurs sucked that year, and consequently ended up with the first overall pick, again. With that pick, the San Antonio Spurs selected Tim Duncan. Duncan would be the biggest reason for David Robinson's success, and the most important reason why he's so underappreciated. No one quite gets the love they deserve when they play with someone as great as the Big Fundamental. Needless to say, Tim Duncan helped out, a bit. In the very next season, the Spurs won 56 games, breaking David Robinson's turnaround record from less than a decade ago. Duncan proved to be the final piece in David Robinson's championship puzzle as they won their first ring together just a couple years after Duncan was drafted. One of Robinson's most important goals has been accomplished and his career felt mostly complete. And that's because it was. Robinson's career went swiftly downhill after that championship. He played another 5 seasons, but they were all plagued with injury. He did win one more championship in the final year of his career, but he was pretty much carried by Tim Duncan. Despite this, he did turn back the time in his final game, putting up 13 points and 17 rebounds. And that was it for the great David Robinson. Although his career had ended, there was nothing to be sad about. David Robinson is an all-time great. He's one of only 4 players to ever have a quadruple-double, and one of only 6 players to ever have more than 70 points in a game. He's 39th on all-time in scoring, 6th in blocks, 32nd in rebounds. His number 50 was retired by the Spurs in 2008 to honor his legendary career. David continues to do amazing things, only now it isn't on the court but in his community. He's provided thousands of dollars worth of scholarships and donated millions to schools along with countless other kind acts I won't even bother listing here. Oh, and about that double Hall of Famer thing, I wasn't messing around. Not only was he inducted into the Hall of Fame for his NBA career, but his Olympic career as well. Incredible. Alright, so that's it, but I just wanted to let you know I've got a series on this channel called the Forgotten Legends series, you know, in case you missed the whole title. And each video is going to tell the story of a different underappreciated NBA great, you know, in case you missed the video too. Also, why haven't you subscribed yet? You've really been sitting here for 7 whole minutes, enjoying yourself, and you're not going to subscribe? I don't understand you.
Hard work and persistence pays off, baby.